Welcome to our presentation, Educational Coaching Contributions to the Externado Nacional Camilo Torres School. We are Marcela Marin, Lina Perdomo, and me, who's talking, Carlos Correa. We are going to be discussing the coaching and educational coaching and how this one can improve several aspects of activities at Externado Nacional Camilo Torres School. First of all, we are going to be defining and talking about coaching. Second, we are going to discuss educational coaching principles, purposes, practices, types, and agents. And finally, we are going to end up talking about the school, Externado Nacional Camilo Torres, and its context, strategy, and contributions. First of all, our definition structure from the readings is coaching consists of observing students and offering them clues, feedback, reminders, new tasks, or redirecting their attention to a relevant, remarkable aspect, all with the purpose of making their personal and academic performance to the closest thing to the performance of expert. This was acknowledged by Druckmann and Jock, 1991. This is our definition that we started and really like about coaching. The next part is coaching models. Based on the readings, the first one is Humanistic Coaching European School, which focuses on helping the student or the coaches, to release the potential, assuming their active responsibility. The other one, the second one, is Pragmatic Coaching by an American school. This one consists in generating concrete commitments based on their own reflection and learning. And the last one, Ontological Coaching Chilean school, which is based on each person is an observer who interprets his or her work through language. Fundamental features. So when we were discussing in our meetings, we could see that access the current reality is one of the most important aspects or features of coaching. The second one is analyze and rank the context where it can be improved, what are the good aspects, and which things can be get better. And the last one, generate learning. This is the one. The third one, all of them are very important, and this one especially for us teachers and students. Now, the second part of our presentation, we will be discussing this educational coaching. First of all, we like to share with you our definition. According to Whitmore, 2011, educational coaching consists of helping students to learn instead of teaching them. Coaching refers to unleashing the potential in the students. So this definition we really like because students are not just a bank in which we put some knowledge and that's it. We need as teachers to rethink what is teaching and helping students to be better people, be better students, and let them know what are their goals and helping them to reach them. First of all, these principles were based on Carril, 2008, citado por Sánchez Verona Morat Mundina, to 2018 and 13, page 229. El primero, tomar conciencia de nosotros y aceptar que somos lo que somos. Entonces, en primer lugar, para los estudiantes, ellos deben conocer quiénes son, porque están, de qué los rodea, y también para los profesores, ya que muchas veces nosotros desconocemos dónde estamos y por esta misma razón no podemos contribuir al estudiante en muchas cosas que ellos necesitan, en diferentes aspectos. B, salir de la zona de confort y marcarse metas motivadoras. Muchas veces los estudiantes, en especial de colegio público, como ya lo vamos a ver más adelante en el Camilo Torres, están en una zona de confort en donde no se les exige mucho, por ende ellos tampoco tienen metas claras y el docente también pues se conforma con enseñar, con ir a su clase, darla o impartirla y eso es todo. Entonces hay que motivarse a tener unas metas más ambiciosas, tanto para los estudiantes como para el docente, asimismo también para la institución. D, dar pasos pequeños y constantes, seguir la intuición y ser dueños de nuestro tiempo. Entonces, en primera parte, dar pequeños pasos, ya que muchas veces se establecen unos objetivos muy altos, difíciles de alcanzar, y hay que proponer objetivos concretos y fáciles de alcanzar para que esto mejore en la motivación tanto del estudiante, del docente y la misma institución. Seguir la intuición para que los estudiantes avancen qué quieren y qué no quieren, para que puedan entender y conocerse a sí mismos. Y finalmente, de reflexionar para conducirnos y avanzar. Si no hay un proceso reflexivo, es muy difícil encontrar lo que se está haciendo bien y lo que no, y que se puede mejorar. Then we have the purposes. So in first place, we have improved learning. So when we accompany our students, they improve a lot of, and especially their learning. So the ways they learn, how, what, and why they learn. So it will be improved a lot. Second, design to behave benefits. So when we establish the path to follow, it's going to be much better and easier for teachers to guide the students, and in that way it's going to be improved as well the attitudinal, academic, and social aspects. Finally, in this part, we have the third one, the development of competences. So this is going to improve the performance of many students, and we will have an integral formation. Now, practices. The first one, informal personal coaching, is done by teachers, but sometimes unconsciously. So with pretty simple phrases, with some help that is not established by the institution, or even he or she is not following a path, but some messages to the students could help to the performance. The second one is coaching as a didactic strategy, instructional coaching or academic coaching. So this one is when the teacher has been trained to follow some aspects, some paths, some guides, and is going to be follow and reflect, analyze constantly, and reflected by the teacher, the institution, and it will be as well appreciated by the students. Third one, coaching as a pedagogical strategy. The institutions, the first task that they have is to hire teachers with training and preparation to carry out coaching of teachers. We have seen, and especially when we were reading, Lina, Marcela, and I, we saw that it's very important that the teachers who are with the students are trained and prepared to support students all the time. Thanks to this, the teachers will motivate their students. Students will be motivated, and they are going to improve, as has been said before, performance, grades, motivation, etc. And their results, in somehow, will be reflected on marks, exams, and especially the behavior. Finally, we have coaching as an education and management strategy. This one has to be done by the main and the set. So main the Ministerio de Educación Nacional and the SED, the Secretaría de Educación Distrital, or or entities that um, are in charge of this huge responsibility. Then types of agents. So in first place, we have instructional or academic coaching. So this one is done by teachers. As well, executed coaching. This is the more personal aspects of teachers, especially at class and when they are teaching, right? Not seem as they are the center of the learning, but let the students become leaders of their learning process. Educational or pedagogical coaching. So this one is for teachers. When we have seen that when teachers are not motivated, they feel like no working is right. They just teach and they just transmit a knowledge, and that's not the idea. And parental coaching as well. So parents have a huge component in at the student's life. So when they are motivated, when they feel some support from the student from their parents, is going to be much easier to them to establish objects, easy objects, and a life project. Now, as we it was mentioned in first place in the very beginning, we saw that we have the Externado Nacional Camilo Torres School. We chose this one because we have different contexts, we have a different a diversity of population, which is going to explain. So first of all, the location is in the downtown in Bogota. It's a urban school. Its population is variety because we have Colombians, Bogotanians, Indians, indigenous people, and as well we have Venezuelans. So it's a mix of different population. In this case, we when we were discussing, when we share our experiences, we could see that many teachers, they just teach right in that class. So they arrive to the class, say hello, start their classes, but they don't worry about what is going on behind, or what's going on with their students. So in this way, sometimes they, even if the a subject is really important, like Spanish, math, I mean, all of them are important, but they are not motivated. The students are not motivated at all, and their behavior, or this could be noticed in their behavior, low results, etc. So, what is the strategy that we have proposed based on what we have read? So, first of all, improve practices to contribute directly to enhancing students' performance. Second, not believing that it just being the mentor, being the teacher is just like that, and the knowledge is with me. And the most important thing at the class, no, is the students. As the third point says, the focus is the student. The process must be focused on the student. Then, thanks to this, the students will reflect on their experience and the environment that is surrounded. When they feel a sense of belonging, this helps a lot in the classroom and outside as well. Contribute to autonomy of a student. So that's very important for us. When the students can develop and go by himself or herself, is going to be much easier for him because he empowered of his learning process, and as well he reduce his depending of the teachers, parents, and even the institution. And as well, we need to think, we need to highlight that the collaborative and interpersonal work is especially is very important in this case. It's very relevant. And finally, Teachers need to be actively in their classrooms, outside as well, listening to the students. We have seen that many teachers, they don't like being asked by the students. They don't like to listen to them. So this creates a gap between the students and teachers that um, reduce this coaching activity, right? And as well, we need to avoid prejudices aside by from the teachers. They just allow the students because they don't learn, because they don't like learning, because maybe he didn't, or yeah, he did and she didn't do the task, etc. So, or how they wear, or how they dress up. So this is something that must be avoided. And finally, contribution. So learning students, here we have the potential of the student is discovered. So this was great thanks to the educational um, coaching. It focuses on leadership and motivation. The student requires responsibility for his own life, starting from changes of the attitude meet to meet her goals. A student's skills, performance, and confidence will be improved, as we have seen. Schools, so the contribution to schools, improve the quality of the educational system and contributes to a better society. The self-confidence of the students and their way of facing the world is improved as well. So this is going to be reflected in the exams, behavior, etc. For teachers, professional development. So we have developed the skills of teaching staff and enables social transformation. That takes practices enrich, and the balance between personal life and work is a strength, as was acknowledged by Belis Rojas and Paravic Link in 2012. And teachers' skills, performance, and confidence will be improved. And wrapping up all this in pretty simple phrases we have: learning to be, to know, to do, and to live together. Thank you very much for your attention. And these are our references that we read and discussed in several meetings among Marcela, Lina, and me. Thank you.